Abu Ubaidah bin al-Jarrah was a friend of the Prophet Muhammad who received many important assignments. Abu Ubaidah was a trusted friend of the Prophet. Abu Ubaidah belongs to the Assabiqunal Awwalun group, or those who first converted to Islam. Abu Ubaidah's obedience and faith made him one of the 10 companions of the Prophet who were guaranteed to enter heaven. Abu Ubaidah's full name is Amir bin Abdullah bin Abu Ubaidah bin Jarrah. He converted to Islam through Abu Bakar as-Siddiq. After embracing Islam, Abu Ubaidah struggled in the way of Allah to become fi sabilillah. He took part directly from one war to another. This friend was first dubbed the leader of the leaders, Amir al-Umara. It was he who was held by the Prophet ﷺ with his right hand while saying about himself. In fact, every ummah has a trusted person, and this ummah's trusted person is Abu Ubaidah bin al-Jarrah. Abu Ubaidah was tested by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Badr War, which made him have to face his biological father Abdullah bin Jarrah, who at that time was still in a state of disbelief and refused to embrace Islam. Previously, Ubaidah's ashes had tried their best to avoid it, but his father kept chasing him, until the battle was inevitable and Ubaidah's ashes won the battle. He felt sad because of his father's disbelief at the end of his life. This confidant was mentioned by Al-Faruq radhiyallahu anhu, Umar bin Khattab, when he was about to breathe his last. If Abu Ubaidah bin al-Jarrah radhiyallahu anhu was still alive, I would have appointed him as my successor. If my Lord asks me about him, then I answer, I have appointed the trust of Allah and the trust of His Messenger as my successor. The attitude shown by Abu Ubaidah al-Jarrah during the Uhud war was that he really believed in the Muslims. When the conditions of the war required him to be away from the Prophet ﷺ, he fought while his eyes were watching where the Prophet was fighting. When the arrows hit Rasulullah and Abu Ubaidah al-Jarrah who were being besieged, immediately he lunged at the people who surrounded him with a sword as if he were holding 100 swords, so that they scattered. Then he ran like flying towards the Prophet. Abu Bakar as-Siddiq saw an incident where a person ran fast like he was flying. When he came to the Prophet, it turned out that he was Abu Ubaidah al-Jarrah who had come first. And Abu Ubaidah asked permission from Abu Bakar to remove the iron ball that was on Rasulullah's face using the teeth that broke the incisors. Since then Ubaidah al-Jarrah's ashes have been nicknamed Atizram, the one whose teeth split, or falls from the root. When the Najran delegation from Yemen came to declare their Islam, and asked to send with them people who taught them the Quran, Sunnah and Islam, the Prophet ﷺ said, I really am going to send with you a very trustworthy man, a very trustworthy man, a very trustworthy man, a very trustworthy man. When the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ performed the midday prayer with his companions, he saw and called Abu Ubaidah al-Jarrah while saying, Go out with them. Decide the case between them with the truth in everything that they dispute. Once upon a time he was with ordinary troops. Until the time of the Caliphate, Umar bin Khattab Abu Ubaidah served as commander of the Islamic forces in one of the major wars in Sham. He received victory from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this war. until he became a judge and governor of the land of Sham, and his orders were obeyed. One time Umar bin Khattab visited, and Umar did not see any household utensils, except for his sword, shield and camel. Umar radiallahu anhu asked with a smile, "Why don't you have something for yourself as other people do?" Abu Ubaidah radiallahu anhu replied, "O Amir al-Mu'minin, this is what can lead me to the afterlife." Abu Ubaidah al-Jarrah died in 640 AD due to a plague attack. Before he died he made a will to his troops to always pray, fast during Ramadan, give alms, carry out the pilgrimage and Umrah, and to stay united and support each other. Thanks for watching. Don't forget like, comment, share and subscribe.